Hello and happy Summerween. I think this is going to be my first video. I'm not going to say I'm daily vlogging or anything like that. There might be more videos than I would usually do, but I don't know, we'll play it by ear, we'll see. So I am so excited to be jumping into Summerween this year. It is hosted, I think from the last 7 years, it has been hosted by Gabby Reeves, who, when I was properly in watching like all the booktubers, I was obsessed with her. I loved her channel so much. So yeah, 7 years in the making. I've definitely participated in the early years, but it's been a while since I've, you know, actively participated. So I'm really excited to be joining this time. I am doing it a little bit differently. I am pre-filming this, so I have been wanting to read Summerween vibes for the whole of summer, to be honest. I need the spooky chills to keep me cool, and so I am filming this at the very tail end of June, and I'll put it out during that dedicated week of July 3rd to July 9th, if I remember correctly. So yeah, hopefully it can keep you inspired and engaged in this fun readathon. So of course there's prompts. I am planning to do a read a book in a day thing with me with a graphic novel, and I believe that will check off the prompt for a book under 250 pages. If you want to know a list of all the prompts, like the Instagram ones and just the general ones, then definitely check out Gabby's video where she goes over everything in her announcement. But yeah, I have a scratchy throat. It has been so hot this week in the UK and Europe, and last night, warning for, right, it got the best of me and I vomited. I had a migraine building all day. I did a school assembly for the summer read and then went back to work. Hello Elsa. And yeah, I was just trying to fight it all day, trying to push through. Got home, the migraine took the best of me. I took a nap, I had a cold bath, and I still ended up feeling really ill. So yeah, that sucks. I'm trying to distract myself and heal my throat, so I will be silent in a minute. This is marginally better because when I woke up this morning I couldn't talk and my throat was like acid fire. But that's neither here nor there. Basically, I want to feel in good spirits by reading a gorgeous graphic novel. So this is Olivie Blake's most recent story, I do believe, with little Chmura, who I feel like I've probably seen their illustrations before, but I can't think of a specific book or artwork off the top of my head at this moment in time. But this is Clara and the Devil Volume 1. I do believe Volume 2 has actually just been released, so they came out quite quickly. I've got this. I've got my little boiled egg salad that I've just made up, and my gorgeous icy drink. I've got watermelon, electrolytes with some ice that has definitely melted now in a load of water. I'm so thirsty. I've got another jug of water over here, and let's just get started, shall we? Let's read this together today.
So, as Elsa's gotten comfy, let's do a little bit of blurb, shall we? Clara had the rest of her life figured out, but when an unusual tourist, tall, dark and satanic, comes to town, her careful plans start to unravel fast. Clara thought she'd graduate college with the support of her best friend Jonah, then she'd marry her adoring boyfriend, work at her local library and settle down in a small seaside hometown. But now things seem very different.
So, at the minute, I am on page 22 and I'm very much intrigued. I really like how it's being told. It's almost like you're going away with Clara as she has this kind of distracted moment where she's kind of, oh wait, I'm jumping ahead in the story sort of vibe. I also like that in the blurb her boyfriend wasn't even named, so I feel like, okay, he's going to be a throwaway character, and it just kind of solidifies the fact that she's just going with the motions of what's expected of life. Do you know what I mean? She's not necessarily infatuated with her other half. She kind of found someone she likes and she's like, well, yeah, sure, whatever, let's follow this process. But at the same time, she is kind of going out against the mold because her mum wants her to just kind of join in with the family business of catering,
and, you know, hurry up and graduate. She didn't really want her to go to college. So it's interesting seeing, you know, this young woman's state of mind. She's working at a library. There's a lot of things I'm giggling at because I also work at a library, and it's interesting to see those parallels. And yeah, all of a sudden the devil comes and throws a spanner in the works. He wants a library card, doesn't he? So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this expands. It's also got Ali Hazelwood, which I've read one of her short stories and I actually really liked it, and I've got Bride and Mate to read because I feel like out of her selection of books I'll probably really enjoy the more fantasy vibed ones. And Alex He Harrow, I feel like I've also read a book from, yes, Darling House. Absolutely adored that book. So let's continue to see how the story progresses. I really like how like the wording of this is with Clara. She's kind of blunt but also elusive. Like, I won't tell you what actually happened, but she's just said, after Jonah told me that story, I took a cold shower. But I guess that's not surprising either. It get really hot around here in June. Girl, I think she was excited by what Jonah had just told her. Yeah, I'm now on part 2, premonitions, and I realised for most of that I forgot to press record. I thought I was recording a little time lapse, so I have the teeniest tiny footage, which is really annoying. Els was sitting on me chilling, and then she was like, nah, fuck this, I'm too hot. And I'm like, same girl, same. I want to cuddle, but it's too warm. Oh my god, it's marginally cooler than it has been though this week, so I am able to concentrate, because even reading has been a struggle for me. I've just not been able to sit and fully immerse myself in a book because my brain has been melting. To be quite frank with you, everything's been melting. I haven't had any like concentration functionality. It's just been, I'm hot, my brain is hot, my insides are melting, I'm so hot, oh my god, I need to do a heat poo, oh my god, am I gonna vomit, oh my migraine, it's so hot, my insides are melting. It's just, yeah, on a continuous loop. So work has been pretty tricky. Just stopped for a little hydration break. I'm actually going to pop a little bit of lemonade basically in that gap on top of the water, and watermelon electrolyte with ice. Also, I just purchased a load of downloadable stickers on Etsy. I don't know, I was getting excited. I've recently just finished my reading journal, and I'm starting a new one soon, which is more formulated, like I won't be drawing as much, so I thought more stickers the better, right? And I can download them and print off as many as I like, which is super exciting. And of course I also downloaded and supported some of the Summerween stickers, which is super exciting. That's by Remarkably Rach, which I do think is, if I remember correctly, is Gabby's sister, so really, really cool. Bye. I have to take multiple reading breaks because although I read a lot, my attention span, TikTok, we can blame TikTok, has been absolutely awful of late. So I am about halfway through, really enjoying it. It's so strange, seductive, alluring, very atmospheric. I'm taking a break, and I was going to stick on one of my favourite booktube channels. Again, I haven't been like super consistent in watching booktube over the last couple of years. I put on Riley Marie, and the last video was 8 months ago, so I'm gonna watch that one. It's a book haul and an update on the channel. So yeah, it's crazy, like booktube is very much changed from when I joined, but that was like 15 years ago probably at this point. So we've had a lot of change, but anyway. let's watch that video. Well, I'm gonna watch that video, you can do what you want to do, and then I'll come back in a bit.
I have finished. I also do have shorts on. I know angles have been a bit deceiving. I have finished Clara and the Devil. This was really intriguing. Now, I'm not sure there's really an awful lot of plot going on. It's more about the vibes, I would say, some of the character developments, and I think, yeah, overall the allure for this is the lust, the desire, what would you do for power, that sort of thing. Like, what do you do when the devil comes to town, goes to your job and says, I want a library card? Do you know what I mean? Maybe you don't, because I don't either. I don't know what I would do. I never really knew where this story was going. I still don't really know where it went. There was like a little snippet of volume 2 at the back of this, so I guess they were kind of just working at it consistently, and then, you know, periodically just pump it out. So maybe I'm not so surprised now that volume 2 is already out. But yeah, it seems like it follows not a complete different story, because we're still following Clara, but in a different surroundings, and it's kind of jumped into it, and I want to know what happened immediately after the end. Like, what on earth? She was acting out of character, but you could see that she wanted more. I feel like, I don't know, I'm all over the place at this point because I've not sat and stewed with it long enough, but I feel like it would have been good to see more of actually what Clara wants. Like, clearly she was hiding things in her diary. Did she summon the devil with the words in her diary? Like, I wanted to see more of her internal thoughts, because I think that would have created more of a powerful punch with the decision that she ultimately makes in the end. But yeah, seductive, beautiful in that way. The illustrations are captivating, and potentially I think the vibes and the illustrations is what intrigued me the most and will have me picking up the second volume. But story wise, strangely it's a bit flat. Like, there's not a hell of a lot of like strong, this is the story and this is the progression. I don't know if you know what I mean. If any of you guys have read this before, do let me know if you had similar thoughts. But I liked it, I enjoyed it, and I will be picking up volume 2 at some point. So my friends, that is it now for this video. I'm going to stick on Moomins, which I've been loving watching, mainly in the evenings, but it's become such a comfort show. And I do need to update my new reading journal. I think I'm gonna sit and write some of those bits in there, like books that I finished recently that couldn't fit in my last reading journal. And with that, I will see you later. Bye.